What's up everyone, Ahmed here, and today we need to talk about something that most people completely ignore until it's too late. Your phone. The device you carry everywhere, sleep next to, and trust with your most personal conversations is also potentially the single biggest threat to your privacy. And I'm not talking about some paranoid conspiracy theory here. I'm talking about real, documented, everyday ways that your data gets harvested, your location gets tracked, and your personal life becomes someone else's business. Whether it's a hacker, a corporation, a data broker, or in extreme situations, law enforcement, your phone is a target. So today I'm breaking down every layer of phone security, from the absolute basics that every single person on earth needs to be doing, all the way to what you do when the worst case scenario actually happens. So let's get into it. I want you to think about your phone security in 4 stages. Stage 1 is everyday life, the baseline stuff. Stage 2 is risky environments like airport, protests, or border crossings. Stage 3 is when you have reason to believe someone is actively spying on you. And stage 4, which I genuinely hope none of you ever reach, is when you have been physically detained. Each of these stages require a different mindset and a different set of tools, and we are going through all of them today. So, starting with stage 1, everyday essentials. The first thing you need to do, and I know this sounds boring, is keeping your operating system updated. Every time there's a new security patch, your phone becomes harder to crack. Skipping updates is basically leaving your front door unlocked because you're too lazy to turn the key. Next, your passwords need to be long and genuinely random. One trick I actually love is stepping outside, looking at 3 random things around you, maybe a car, a street lamp, a mailbox, and combining those words together. That random combination is surprisingly strong password because no algorithm would ever guess it, but you can actually remember it. Now, back up your devices regularly. Not just the obvious reason of not losing your photos if your phone breaks. Backing up means that if you ever need to wipe your phone in an emergency, you can do it without losing everything permanently. That peace of mind is worth a lot. Turn off your message previews right now. Seriously, pause this video and go do it. Anyone glancing over your shoulder on the train, in a coffee shop, or even at home can read your messages without ever touching your phone. It takes 30 seconds to disable, and it's one of the small things that makes a real difference. Also, take a hard look at the apps on your phone. Remove anything that's connected to data brokers. PayPal, Snapchat, and most Google apps are serious offenders here. These apps are constantly collecting more information about you than they need and selling or sharing it in ways that most people never think about. Replace your default messaging and email apps with secure, encrypted alternatives. Signal is the obvious choice for messaging, Proton Mail for email. And I can't stress this enough, get the people in your life using these tools too, because end-to-end encryption only protects you if both sides are using it. And finally, if you really want to level up, look into alternative operating systems. I personally use a custom OS on my phone. It's a hardened version of Android designed specifically to resist attacks, and the difference in security is dramatic. It's not for everyone though, but it's a serious way to protect your privacy. It's worth exploring. Stage 2. You're entering a high-risk environment. This could be a protest, an international border crossing, or anything you know there is a heightened chance of surveillance. The first thing you want to do is to turn off your voice assistant. Voice assistants can be exploited to make your phone do things without your permission. Enable auto lock so your screen locks within seconds of you putting it down, and this is crucial. Turn off biometrics. I know Face ID and fingerprint unlocks are convenient, but in many places around the world, you can be legally forced to unlock your phone using your face or finger. If you're in a situation where there's a real risk, switch to a PIN only. Or here's a clever workaround. If you still want to use biometrics for speed, enroll an unusual finger like your pinky, so that if you're ever pressurized to put your finger on the sensor, you can use the index and it won't work, buying you precious seconds. Most modern phones also have a lockdown mode that instantly disables biometrics with one action. Find that setting and know where it is before you need it. Enable disappearing messages so that your conversations self-delete after a short window. Change your lock screen background to something completely neutral. No photos of your face, your family, your location, nothing that links back to your identity. Turn off your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and location services completely. All three of these are constantly broadcasting signals that can be used to track and identify you. Download offline maps before you head into the area so you can still navigate without being connected. And log out of every non-essential app and account because you genuinely do not know which one has a vulnerability being actively exploited. Stage 3. You have real reason to believe someone is watching you. A sophisticated adversary, a state actor, a stalker, a hacker who's specifically targeting you. At this level, basic privacy tools are not enough and you need to change your entire approach. Consider using a burner device, a cheap phone with a fresh number and no personal accounts that you're prepared to physically discard it if you have to. Your primary phone should be in airplane mode by default, only coming off airplane mode for the specific moment you need to send a message or check something. Then immediately go back. Invest in a Faraday bag. It's a physically shielded pouch that completely blocks all wireless signals when your phone is in it. No GPS, no cellular, no Bluetooth. When your phone is in that bag, it's invisible. Set up a duress pin. This is a secondary pin that looks like your normal login, but when entered silently wipes your device. Some people keep this pin written in their wallet or tucked somewhere accessible, so that if someone finds it and uses it thinking it'll unlock your phone, it destroys the data instead. That's a brilliant layer of deception, and remember, rebooting your phone puts it into what's called before first unlock mode, or BFU. In this state, most of the phone's data is encrypted and far harder to extract even with advanced forensic tools. If you ever feel like something sketchy is happening, reboot your phone immediately. Stage 4. The worst case. You have been detained. Here's what you need to know and what you need to do. Enter your duress pin and wipe your device. Yes, it feels drastic, but you have already got a backup from stage 1, so you will recover everything later. Know your rights for the specific country you're in. In the United States, you cannot legally be compelled to hand over your password. The Fifth Amendment protects you there. However, that protection does not extend to biometrics, which is another reason to disable them before you are in this situation. In the UK, India, and France, the legal landscape is very different and you can be ordered to hand over your credentials. Knowing where you are and what your rights are in that exact location is not optional. It's survival information. Memorize key phone numbers because your contacts won't be accessible once the phone is wiped. Know how to communicate your location to a trusted person before contact is cut off, and honestly, stay quiet. Don't volunteer. Your phone is powerful, but the power cuts both ways. The same device that connects you to everything you care about is also the most effective surveillance tool ever put into the hands of everyday people. But with the right layer of protection in place, you take the power back. Alright, that's everything for today. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and make sure you're subscribed because we go deep on this stuff regularly. And if you haven't watched my last video yet, go check it out. I covered something that almost nobody talks about, the hidden setting on your phone that's secretly throttling your internet speed. The video is called Stop Slow Internet Now, Turn Off This Hidden Setting. And honestly, a lot of you are going to kick yourself for not knowing about it sooner. Link is on the screen and I'll see you in the next one.